Hello, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls. Welcome to my Haunted Edition, my channel here at Rainbow Moon. Today we're working on a video for sort of who's the wicked witch in your life? Who's somebody wicked in your life that you just don't know what to do? What's your main issue with this person? How do they trouble you? How do they bother you? What's their gripe with you? What's their main issue in life that makes them so wicked, makes them this way? And then how to deal with this person sort of once and for all, advice. We've got hat 1 or hat 2, and we've got these 2 crystals here. So let's get into this, and I'm going to leave timestamps. You can certainly listen to both messages. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 5,000, so help me out and share, and let's get into this. All right, so we're going to go with the green hat first. We're going to start this reading. We're just going to put that right there. And let's see now, okay? So I gotta get my cards out, this deck. I'm gonna get my deck out here. And then who is this person? Who is this wicked witch in your life? Who are they? So we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, characteristically, this is saying to me that this is somebody who is constantly up and down, or somebody who is constantly in and out of your life, or in and out of trouble. Somebody who might not be completely 100% honest with you. Somebody that might kind of spin you right along with all their drama and their craziness. It could also be that this is a karmic tie. This might be a karmic person, and that your relationship with this person is meant to end. It's not meant to continue on. You may have done all you can do with them. You may have played out your responsibility or your karmic debt. Either way, keeping them around is sort of keeping you on this topsy-turvy, ups and downs, constant, like stomach churning ride with them. So let's see something else about them. Yeah, and they want all the attention. I feel like this person is not happy unless they're center of attention. I also feel like they're very in competition with you. They're very jealous of you. They see you as really beautiful and charismatic and popular and talented, and they just want to be so much like you. But they don't nurture that like in a healthy way. Instead, it like sort of turns to like jealousy and unfulfilled desire, and it makes them feel very small in comparison to your beautiful light. And you're very kind, and you come from a place of like warmth and good, and they come from a place of sort of chaos and topsy-turvy and turmoil. So let's see what else we can get here. What is the main issue? What is your main issue with this person? What is your main issue with this person? Okay, so right away, I love this. Your main issue with them is that they seem to always have problems. They seem to always be turning to you. You see them as very irresponsible, very foolish. You see them as very naive. You see them as sort of somebody who's bumbling through life and sort of spreading their chaos everywhere they go. I feel like you get very sucked into them. I feel like sometimes you might even feel responsible for this person. But either way, this person is all over the place. They're not very grounded. I feel like they're innocent in some ways, and then in other ways, they're just not. They're just sort of like toxically immature is what I'm getting, and unstable. So if this is like a friend or a lover or somebody that you're involved with, they're just sort of like very frivolous. They really don't care about much. They're almost like just going through life, like what experiences they can get that are going to benefit them. So that might be your main issue. Let's see sort of how do they trouble or bother you? What are some things that they do that trouble or bother you? So you feel like chained to this person for some reason. You feel like, you're, like I said before, you're responsible for them. Like, I just feel like it's very much a disillusion, okay? Because you feel responsible, that's your first sort of issue. That's going to be harder for you to break away from that than anything else. So it could be that they make you feel like chained to their problems or chained to their issues. I feel like, they don't have anybody else to rely on. They find whoever they can to rely on, and they use up that person's good energy and good intentions. But with you particularly, because I feel like you're empathic, you're allowing this person to sort of make you feel like you're imprisoned by them. So let's see something else. What else is going on with this person? Like a major issue with them. So they want validation all the time. They're feeling inadequate. So that's their main issue in life. And basically all their behaviors turn out this way, where they need this, need this, need this. The problem is that they don't look within for it, and they can't do it for themselves. They go through life very blindly. Like if they're draining you, they have no clue they're doing that. If they're exhausting you, they have no clue. They're very naive and very bumbling and very emotionally immature. They really, I feel like they don't have a clue in life. They really don't know where they're going. They're marching to the beat of their own drum. They're going sort of where the breeze takes them. They're not really making any solid plans that are realistic, let's just say. They might make plans, but they might not be realistic. I feel like they communicate really well. They say a lot really well, but they can't validate themselves. Like they know they're upset. They know they're depressed. They know they've got an issue, but they can't trace the root of it. And they're almost like they're too lazy to do that. So they might goof off a little bit or meet you with humor all the time. And that's their way to sort of deflect this issue. All right. So let's see. How can you deal with this person? What is some advice? That'll be our next topic. What is some advice to help you deal with this person? So look, it all comes down to your well-being, okay? Because what I'm feeling like is that the situation is equally toxic for you as it is for them, because you might be enabling them. But what I'm feeling is that their well-being is important to you for some reason. Even if you don't want to deal with them, or you're sick of it, or you're drained, you still are worried about them. You still have genuine concern for them. And you're just waiting for them to change or waiting for them to get better. And it seems like it's never happening, no matter how much you pour into this connection with this person. It seems like they just suck it and they just use it for fuel. They're not really using it to their advantage to make themselves get better in any way. They're also not transitioning to anything in life. They're sort of very stuck in a very childish way. They might be emotionally stunted from like teenage years. They never got past their teenage years is what I'm feeling. They're still stuck in the past of people they dated or who they were around, or they talk about the past a lot. I feel like they're just not as in reality as they should be. I also feel like they've not had a lot of experience in the real world and know what it is maybe to be on their own or pay a bill or contribute to something. They're just sort of like leaning on people and going where the breeze takes them, like I said. So it comes down to your well-being is the message really from Spirit here. It's what you need to do for you with this person, whether that's going to be creating boundaries or flat out telling them that they drain you, or, just being very, very specific with them, or suggesting that they get some help or some counseling, whatever it's going to be. It really does boil down to this is affecting your well-being. It seems to me that, you sort of know this, you sort of realize this, but it's hard for you to sort of, turn your attention away from this person. That's what I feel, the most strongest feeling. Okay, so let's see what else. How to deal with this person once and for all. Okay, reminder. Don't forget. I like that. So sometimes you might have to remind yourself that they're toxic. You might have to remind yourself that they're immature or that they've lost their way and they can't seem to find their way back. You have to not forget that your energy is so important to you, what you need to use your energy for your life and your problems and your own issues. We all have our own issues. It's fine to share experiences with one another. It's fine to care. It's fine to want to be like that brotherly or sisterly person or be that really, really profound, loving lover. But don't forget how important it is to protect your energy. And also don't forget the way this person really is what I'm getting from Spirit. I feel like deep down, you know that they're this way. You know it. You've dealt with them for a long time, and just keep reminding yourself, how important your energy is. That's exactly what I'm getting from Spirit. That's really all there is to say about that card. Okay, so how to deal with this person, sort of once and for all. How do you deal with them? somebody like this in their energy. I feel like you're protected. Like, you definitely have spirit around you and angels and, you know, those sorts of things. But we've got crystals. So possibly using like a black crystal when you're around this person, like tourmaline or black onyx or jet stone. You might want to wear it or keep it on your persons or in your pocket. That's one way to sort of protect your energy. But I feel like with this particular person, that's not quite enough. And let's see what else we're getting here. Oh, wow. We've got wand. You have all the power. So you have to know you're always in control of this situation. So I feel like it's not just this person. It's up to you now to really say the way you feel. You can't keep hiding it from them. You can't keep sort of like shoving it down. Like, I feel like there's moments where you're in, you want to like lose it, or you want to be like, what's wrong with you? I feel like there's a lot of that, like, but you repress it because you don't want to hurt them. Or it could be that, you know, you don't even realize you have power over the situation. It could seem like you don't, or have no effect whatsoever. You do affect them. When you tell them something, it's not like they don't think about it or it doesn't register to them. They just process shit differently is what I'm getting. But yeah, you might have to make some really, really harsh boundaries with this person. You might have to let it all out. It might be the only way they're going to understand that. And I feel like you really can't worry about if you're hurting their feelings, because you have to make it come from a place of love and caring for them to really get it. Okay, I hope that that was helpful. So if you chose the blue hat, let's get into some of your messages. So, who is the wicked witch or the wickedness, wicked person in your life? Let's see what we've got here. So I feel like this person might be no black or white thinking. I feel like they're really stuck in like the gray areas of life. Like, they're not able to come to conclusions about things. I also feel like this might be karmic between you and this other person. Now, don't forget, this could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be somebody in your family. And those are all people like that could be in our soul family. So what I'm feeling like is that unbelievably there is a hidden message here for you, because you're dealing with somebody who is so, I feel like they're only like, it's wrong or it's right. Like, it's, I kind of messed up in the beginning. It's wrong or it's right. In other words, there is no gray area with this person. They are very much a stickler. I feel like they're very conformed to their opinions and nobody's changing that. I feel like they're all about what's truth and justice and what's right, but they might not do that in their own life. They might be impeding in your life. They might be trying to tell you what to do all the time. They might be trying to tell you wrong from right, but only based on their very, very stale, stoic, arcane beliefs, okay? This is nobody to mess with. They think they're right all the time, all right? They'll fight you over it. I feel like that's very toxic. They'll fight you over what I believe is right and correct and true, and nobody's going to tell me otherwise. So they're very stubborn. They have a lot to learn in life. They have a lot of lessons to go through. So I just feel like, yeah, that's it. So sorry about the beginning. I got a little tongue-tied. But yeah, that's what it is. I feel like they could be, those are good qualities, but I feel like they're turning too much of that on you in a controlling way, okay? So what's the main issue with this person? Okay, so they got shit of their past that they can't let go. They cannot conform to like change. Like, in other words, they can't go in the flow of change. They never want to let shit go. They stay stuck in the past a lot is what I'm getting immediately. So it could be that, you know, the two of you have issues from the past together, and maybe it's something that you never got over with each other, and it's sort of like lingering in the background all the time. Like, you know, maybe some kind of a lie or some kind of a big fight you had and you tried to clear the air, and maybe you were the one that always has to apologize to them because they never apologized out. But yeah, I feel like also this connection with this person is meant to end. It is not meant to continue with the death card there. It's meant to end. So what is another issue with this person? I just feel like they're a little bit immature. I feel like, you know, I feel like when something is good, they're just like very blah about it. They don't have a lot of like, oh, that's great. Or they might have fake emotion towards you or fake emotion towards things is what I'm getting. So let's see, what is it that troubles you the most or how they bother you the most? Because we could talk about the main issue with them. I want to still continue with that, but then we're going to go into like how they bother you. All right. So look, they're kind of false. They hide their true feelings a lot, and it might not seem like they do because as on the surface they appear to be really together, but they really appear to be somebody not to mess with. I just feel like they're very rigid in their opinions, but they're under false pretenses. I feel like sometimes they're not giving you the best advice. They're advising you, and they're somebody definitely that you go and turn to, but they're very tough on you, and they're very tough with their opinions and their beliefs. I feel like deep down they're very aggravated and angry. Like they don't want to be bothered a lot is what I'm getting. So they might put on a big facade to you and act like they care and want to save you and help you, but really deep down they're just a very angry person. And they definitely wear masks in the world, okay? So they might have shit they really want to say to you, but they mask it. They always have something more. Like, in other words, they might want to call you like a bitch flat out or like a jerk flat out, but they keep it in. So it creates like this tension between the two of you, and you don't know where it's coming from sometimes, but they put on a facade to you is what I'm getting. They put on a facade to you and everybody else. They're masked. The anger inside of them, they mask it. I do get an angry, very angry vibe. So you might have never seen that before, but now you might, you might be a little bit more aware of it is what I'm getting. So what's their main issue in life? Like we talked about that. We talked about false pretenses. So they might, give you false hope, or they might give you false things to sort of hold on to. So their main issue in life is they can't move on. So there might be shit they're dealing with. Maybe it's something with you or something from the past, or they're dealing with a bad relationship, or they can't get over their relationship. They're never moving on. They're always kind of stuck in that past tense feeling. They don't know how to do this. They might not be able to move on from a fight. They might be so playing it over and complaining about it or bitching about it to you, or they keep bringing it up, the past. They keep bringing it up somehow. And even if they're not bringing it up, that might be part of the source of the anger that they have, is that they can't seem to let go no matter what they do. And they don't realize that this is kind of toxic to anybody that they're dealing with. So let's see, how to deal with this person. We'll talk about that. How to deal with this person. Like if you can't, completely rip them out of your life right now, but what's a way to deal with them? Wow, we've got letting go. So it could be you have the issue with letting go too. So that kind of makes sense when we go back and look at that card. It could be that, this is an issue with you as well, that you don't want to move on. Maybe you feel very tied to this person. Like I said, this is past life karmic possibly. So that could be it. But nothing's happening in this connection with this person. Nothing is changing. Nothing is evolving. That's what I'm getting. So that's why it's time for it to sort of dissipate is what I'm feeling. And in the beginning, we got that card. It kind of feels like karmic. So karmics are not meant to last. That's what I feel with this particular connection. It could be better for you because you have transformation to go through. This connection, dealing with somebody like this, is teaching you something. Okay? Yeah, see, conclusion. You have to kind of find a conclusion about this person. We've got chapter 1 and the ending. So it's really, again, Spirit is really coming through with that hard. The ending. Let's see what else we've got. How to deal with this person. All right, well, look, you've got good luck surrounding the situation. So if you feel like, you weren't sure how it's going to turn out or what are you going to do, I feel like it's going to dissipate on its own. I feel like you both kind of know. It's kind of like, who's going to go first or what's going to happen with that. I feel like this is just a long time coming is what I'm getting, but you're definitely protected. You definitely have good energy around you. And if you've been hearing things or getting little nudges, it's definitely Spirit trying to wake you up to this and make you understand it a little bit better. So let's see. Some final advice to deal with this person. Yep, look at that. The end of a cycle is coming. So it's meant to end with this person. You're not meant to keep dealing with their wickedness and their control. And we've also got create. You have the power to create the life you want to live. So without this person, I feel like you're going to open up to better connections. But I mean, look at her. It's sort of like falling through her hands. It's like these grains of sand, they're just falling to her hands. They're falling back to the earth, really is what it is. Things sometimes are meant to recycle back to the earth. Energy, connections, all those things. Sometimes we're not meant to stay around somebody. You know, and as hard as that may be, it feels like this connection in particular, it's just sort of time to end it. And I feel like you will come to that on your own terms. You will realize that. Turn within and sort of look within about it. I feel like you will have some more answers. I feel like deep down, you know, your soul is like, yeah, this person's just got to go, but we don't know how to do it. You know, no, I don't know how to do it. Good luck with it. I feel like you will come to that realization. Know that you deserve to be treated with respect and not to be controlled and judged in any type of way. Love and light. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and check my description box for my private reading information if you're interested. And I will see you lovelies on the next reading in my haunted series. Love and light.